Maine geographically is as big as the rest of the New England states put together. It's the northeasternmost state and least populated state. So there are just an awful lot of natural resources scattered throughout. It's still more of a natural environment than most places. My name is Ken Curtis. I was born in Curtis Corner, Maine, where the Curtis Homestead is. I grew up on a family farm, and my father was the fourth generation Curtis to live on the land that the Curtises started to accumulate back in the 1800s. It was great trout fishing. Every year there were a lot of blueberries, and so as kids we always had fun fishing for the trout in the brooks and picking the blueberries. A family farm in Maine is just continual hard times. It's very hard work, and it's a comfortable living, but it's a very difficult living. Well, in those days, the family farmers, they had cattle and they raised seasonal crops, really, and harvesting timber was their winter crop. And that's how my father got so involved in sustaining forestry. So I got very interested in trying to do something to try to help, and I decided early on that I would see if I could seek political office. So I got very heavily involved and was very interested in preserving land and conservation, because that's the best of what Maine had left. We saw how hard our father had worked on that farm and to try to preserve the land and everything. And we hated to sell it and have someone come in and destroy all the hard work that he had done throughout his lifetime. So we felt the best way we could recognize his hard work was to preserve the land. We looked around about making a gift of the property, and we came upon the Kennebec Land Trust, and they were doing the things that we felt should be done in Maine to conserve the land. It was a very easy transfer, and so in the process of managing it, it became a very good adjunct to use it as a teaching thing for other young people to see what you need to do to preserve the land. And some people think the only way you preserve the land is do nothing to it, but the way you preserve land really is to manage it.